Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com, and I want to talk on talk about strength and imagination. These are two things, but you hear me talk about success, and you notice I don't go into a lot of detail about what success is. And the reason is success is something of its own. And to different people, it's got different levels. And it appears differently to different people. It kind of came to my thought when I was in Florida, and I couldn't believe all these rich old men and how they were saying, and they got nice homes, and they in Florida, that's their second home. They got another place, someplace north. And they said, boy, you're so lucky. You can get a camper and just go get a truck and then go drive off, go anywhere you want to go and do what you want to do. And that's when it dawned on me that to some people, that would be considered being successful. And and it's no big deal. But the thing is, and I say these people are financially to the stage where they can do this, and but the responsibilities they have and stuff like this keeps them from doing something like that. And so so there's always limitations that you have to bear with on any kind of situation that you're going to strive for, try to make happen. And this is what I want to talk about. To get to that point, it takes strength, and I'm not necessarily talking about physical strength. That's not that could be, but it's just depending on the other part, the imagination. What you can think of, what can you get motivated to? Oh, that would be a really good idea, and I'm all muscled up, and this is something that I could do, and okay, that's what I'm saying. And then there's strength in the way of, well, I can figure stuff out. And okay, so you're a problem solver. Now, if you're a problem solver, then you can do something, but you have to have the imagination to not only problem solve, but to be able to figure out something is a problem and how to get through this problem. And that's what a lot of people have a hang up with. They have a problem with. They can't figure out what the problem is. So but when you have an imagination, you can think of all this little thing, and it's one of these things that is the problem. Now I know what the problem is. Now you can use your imagination some more and fix that problem. Now, it can be anything. You've heard me talk about you can change your personality. Because, I think it's funny because people say, well, this is the way I am. Well, you're an ass. And I'm sure I'm not the first one that told you you're an ass. You need to change it. And for you to use a lame excuse like, well, that's the way I am, it doesn't cut the cake. And so you have to be able to use your imagination. Think, well, what makes me such a dork that I have a hard time for people to get along with me? And then you make changes. You work on those things. Back to strength. Because it's going to take strength to have you make changes that you can stand behind and get in the habit of doing this kind of stuff. Because, like I say, I'm sure when I was young and not too smart, and especially before my wife, she brought out every time I did stupid and I was doing things that would make me an ass, she would bring it to my attention and she would expect me to do something about it. And some of the things she can help me with. Some of the things, no. It's my problem, and I've got to get it taken care of. And that's the part that I'm talking about. That's where strength comes from. Now, this strength comes out when other people see that strength. They see it as confidence. But what it is, it's strength. You've got the strength to do what you have to do to get through whatever it is you're trying to get through. Whether it's a little thing, a financial thing, a personality thing, a behavior problem. Oh, I like to eat. Well, do I give a shit about you wanting to eat? Look at you. You're unhealthy. You're incapable of doing what you need to do to become successful. Or you got yourself successful and now you forgot and you've allowed yourself to get out of control because it took strength for you to get to success. And somewhere you just left that strength behind and it's catching up with you now. You don't want that. You want to get better. So that's why I say it's strength and imagination. Strength to be able to get through what you need to do and things you need to do and get through the situation that you're in. And imagination to help you get through this situation and figure out what that situation is and be able to prosper from it. And that is what's going to make you successful. It applies to relationships, it applies to your personal habits, your financial, your physical. It applies to everything. Strength and imagination. Those are the basics. And as a kid, I had those. And a lot of times they told me, "Oh, you're just too stubborn. You want to, you don't take advice. You don't do it. You're going to get yourself. When you get your hands dirty, you're going to get burned, and stuff like." And I did. I made a lot of mistakes. And that was because, and that's one thing that made me strong because, like I say, there's a lot of things that aren't right with me. So I've had to use my imagination and figure out how to get around them, how to make some of the stuff that I have stronger, because there's some of the stuff I don't have and I'm really weak on it. And that's what I'm saying. What I try to portray is my strengths. And with that, you can get a lot done. But you need an imagination to go with that, to help you think, look what he's doing. And what is he doing? And what kind of results is he getting with that type of actions? Or, he thought of something that's really neat. How can I apply that to me? These are all things that are going to help you become successful and prosper. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.